Hare Krishna. So now we are starting Chatuh Shloki Bhagavad Gita. The 4 verses which Krishna is going to describe now summarizes the entire Bhagavad Gita. It is recommended that we memorize these 4 shlokas, which are very, very important. And these 4 shlokas will actually give us the entire essence of Bhagavad Gita. So let's start with the first one, shloka number 8 of chapter 10. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. So here Krishna is saying, such clarity Krishna is giving us in this shloka. He says, Aham, I, Sarvasya Prabhavaha, I am the source of everything that is spiritual and material. Mattaha Sarvam Pravartate, everything emanates from me. Buddha, that is the wise. Iti Mattva, one who perfectly knows this particular fact of he being the source of everything. Bhajante Mam, he engages in the devotional service, he worships me. How? Bhava samanvitaha, with full attention, with all their hearts. So here Krishna is saying that he is the source of everything that exists. And anyone who knows this, the wise man, he engages in loving devotional service with full attention. A very nice shloka, and lot of wonderful references are given from various Upanishads. So I would request all of you all that go through the purport and try to read the different references given from so many different places. Srila Prabhupada has done a wonderful job of giving us references from different places so that we have complete faith that what we are reading is authentic. We'll do a small activity to understand how Krishna is the source of everything. We'll try to close our eyes and we'll try to imagine whatever I'm saying. Just imagine wherever we are sitting in a room. And this room is there in an apartment. So, and this entire building that is there in which we are staying consists of many, many other flats. And there are so many people living in those flats. Now, if we just consider in this room itself where we are currently situated, we are there as one living entity, and along with us, there are so many other living entities around, whom we can see, some of them, maybe the ants and mosquitoes around, and the ones whom we cannot see, the germs and microorganisms around. So in one room itself, there are an infinite number of living entities, infinite. There are some within our body and there are some outside the body. Now this is just in one flat. Now consider the entire building. How many living entities will be there? Infinite multiplied by infinite. This is what is the count of the number of living entities in the entire building. Now let's try to magnify or let's try to unzoom. So this building which is there, which we are currently located in, so that is there in a sector, in a particular place. Maybe we can call it as a small town or something like that. So in that small town, just imagine how many buildings will be there, and in these buildings, how many living entities will be there. Now unzoom more and try to see that now the area is increased. Let's consider the entire city now, or the entire state in which we are currently living in. Now just by doing this, we'll try to understand that how many people are staying there. Just human beings, there are so many human beings, lakhs and crores of human beings. And now if we consider other living entities, there are so many of them. And all of them, it's not that they are same. All of them have got different bodies, different natures. They have got different attributes, different qualities. And all this is just there in one tract of land which is called as a state. Now consider the entire country. Now just imagine how many people are there. Billions of population, just human beings. And now try to consider other living entities who are there, other structures which are there, like the mountains and the rivers and the oceans and the seas and so many islands. Just imagine. I'm just talking about one country, just one country. Now consider the entire globe with all the 7 continents. Entire globe. Huge oceans which are there and huge number of countries which are there. And in each country, so many people, human beings, and infinite number of living entities. This one globe, and like this, in this particular universe in which we are staying, is having 14 planetary systems. And each planetary system has got many such tract of land which we are discussing. And now for your information, from Shastra, let me tell you that our universe is the smallest universe in the entire creation, in the entire material creation. So the Brahma who is there in this universe has only 4 heads. So this is the smallest universe. And like this we understand that from the body of Mahavishnu, there are many universes which have come, many material universes which have come. And each universe is bigger than the current universe in which we are staying. Now just go to that universe and try to imagine how many planets, and in each planet how many living entities and how many human beings, and what sort of creation will be there. Huge. This is the material creation of the Lord. And you know what? Shastras say that the material creation of the Lord is just 1/4 of His creation. So 3/4 of the creation of the Lord is spiritual world. So the maximum population and the maximum creation is there in the spiritual world. So material world compared to the spiritual world is very less. Now just think about what creation Lord has done when it comes to both material and spiritual worlds. Can we comprehend now? Little bit. This is the creation of the Lord. So when He says that Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo, that I am the source, I am the origin of both the material and spiritual worlds, we can understand how great this personality is. Another very important point. So when Mahavishnu exhales, all the universes are there floating. And when He inhales, all the universes go inside. Now, just try to imagine how long that breath will be. One exhale and all the universes are out. One inhale and all are inside. This pralaya, proper pralaya, there is nothing existing after that. So here we can see that Mahavishnu's breathing span is so great. Let's compare that span to our lifespan. Even Brahma's lifespan, that is 311 trillion 40 billion years, is nothing in front of Mahavishnu's breathing. It is said that if we consider eternity, Brahma's lifespan is just a flash in that. And what about us? We are negligible. Let's not talk about ourselves. We are nowhere into picture. So this is the greatness of the Lord, where He has created so many bodies, so many living entities, so many different structures, so many things in this entire creation, not just in the material world, in the spiritual world also. So when He says that Aham Sarvasya Prabhavaha Matta Sarva Pravartate, so the one who understands this, that He is that great creator, He is that great creator, and everything emanates from Him, automatically the ones who are wise will start worshipping such a person. Because that person is worshipable who is actually a great personality. That personality is very qualified, that personality is worshipable, and it's only Krishna and no one else. Even when it comes to Devi Devtas, the demigods, they all emanate from Krishna. Now you can imagine, how great the Devi Devtas are. And such great personalities are emanating from the greatest personality, that is Lord Sri Krishna. And that's what the Śloka is talking about. That how great Krishna is and how Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Some of the points from the purport, here it says, A learned scholar who has studied the Vedas perfectly and has information from authorities like Lord Chaitanya and who knows how to apply these teachings can understand that Krishna is the origin of everything in both the material and spiritual worlds. And because he knows this perfectly, he becomes firmly fixed in the devotional service of Supreme Lord. Who will understand all this? That Krishna is the source of everything. Only those people who read Bhagavad Gita. Only those people who read Srimad Bhagavatam and other similar literatures. Others cannot know. Others cannot know. What can we know? And what is the source for our knowledge? Some newspaper and television? Or some books here and there? No. From that, hardly we can understand something about Krishna's opulence or Krishna's greatness or Krishna being the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When we go through the Shastra and when we properly try to analyze and self-introspect and try to see that how great this personality is, then by the mercy of Guru and Krishna, maybe little greatness of Krishna will understand, for sure. Here it is said that he can never be deviated by any amount of nonsensical commentaries or by the fools. So anyone who understands Krishna like this, technically, in truth, tattvataha, such a person cannot get deviated by any commentaries, by any atheistic arguments. That person cannot be deviated. All the Vedic literatures agrees that Krishna is the source of Brahma, Shiva and other demigods. A nice shloka from Moksha Dharma. Here it is said, Prajapatim cha rudram chapya aham eva sarjami vai tauhi mam na vijanito mama maya vimohito. The patriarchs, Shiva and others are created by me, though they do not know that they are created by me because they are deluded by my illusory energy. So Krishna creates everyone, but then they are there in the illusory energy of the Lord. So it's very difficult to know that they have been created by Krishna. Because everything is born of me, I am the original source of all. Everything is under me, no one is above me. There is no supreme controller other than Krishna. This is a very important point to note. There is no one who is supreme than Krishna. Krishna is that supreme controller. He controls everyone. He is Sarva Loka Maheshwara. He is the controller of everyone, including the Devi Devtas, the 33 crore Devi Devtas. And finally, here it is said, one who understands Krishna in such a way from a bona fide spiritual master with references from Vedic literature engages all his energy in Krishna consciousness and becomes a truly learned man. Many times there is a debate that starts with people. They start debating who is supreme. Lord Shiva is supreme, or Lord Krishna is supreme, Lord Brahma is supreme, or any Devi Devta's name they take, Durga and Ganesha and all of them, and they start arguing who is supreme, who is supreme. It's not about we arguing. Our argument makes no sense because what knowledge we have and what realizations we have. Do we have divine eyes to see the actual truth of life? No, we are mortal beings. Mortal beings cannot do anything. So one thing is very clear, that if we really want to understand who is supreme, we have to read Shastra. And throughout the Vedic literature, it is proved very clearly it's only Krishna who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and He is the origin of everyone and everything that exists. So in this way we see that how in this particular shloka it is established by Krishna himself that He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And now after describing this particular thing, now Krishna is going to speak about how His pure devotees worship Him. Now first we have understood who is Krishna. Now next we will see that how His pure devotees worship Him. So let's see this in the next video. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.